Okay, everyone. Next, we have one of our favorite parts of the day. Um, each afternoon, we normally kick it off by heading downtown Columbus and joining Bianca, and then whichever friend may be joining her that day, or maybe even by herself. But we love these art segments. It's always fun. She's always holding it down and making us smile. And we have a certain following that always gets on here just for Bianca. We love seeing those faces. Thank you for continuing to join us. And next we'll be going live downtown Columbus, AOTL.
Hey guys. Today I'm by myself. There's actually no surprises. This is just a simple drawing class today. Yeah. Wait, let's talk to George really quick. George, how was your birthday yesterday?
It was really awesome.
That's great. Happy birthday, George.
Thank you, Bianca.
Okay, so it's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. We are ready to draw. Does everyone, Caitlin has a sketch pad. Love it. Does everyone have a drawing utensil and paper in front of them? Perfect. Today, I'm going to be talking about two definitions in the art world. The first one is going to be called horizon line, and the next one is called vanishing points. So we're going to be discussing that, and I'm going to be showing you guys some examples, and we'll be drawing them. And today's class is focused on landscapes. So there was a lot of requests to do some landscapes. So our first landscape is going to be a beach theme, and the second one is going to be mountains. Lauren said she's going to make sidewalk paint. Oh, Lauren, when you make that, send us pictures so we can see. Cool. Is anyone else going to attempt sidewalk paint? Probably. Caitlin? Yeah. Awesome. Good job. I love it. Claire is an awesome teacher, so she's always so fun to be around. Okay. Well, let's start. I'm going to play some music because it's weird being alone, you guys. It's so weird. Okay, can you guys still hear me? Perfect. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started with our first drawing. Awesome. Can everyone see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. Thanks, Georgie. Okay, I can only see George right now, so George, you're gonna have to be my guiding light. Oh, I can see Caitlin too. Okay, cool. So, a horizon line refers to a physical or a visual boundary of where the sky separates by land or by water. So that means it's eye level. So it's kind of a way to split up whatever you're drawing, especially a landscape. So your first line is literally going to be maybe about 3/4 of the page. So I'll show you right here, and it does not have to be a straight line because it's gonna be the ocean line, and sometimes the ocean line has waves going through it, so it doesn't have to be a perfect line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw my line. So that's my horizon line. So now you guys know a word, a definition, and when you make art, you can tell people that you know what it is. Okay. The next thing I think we should do is we need to focus on the foreground. So the foreground is kind of what happens in the front of the picture. What is happening at your feet, basically. So I picture two palm trees coming up like this. So we are going to start with the bottom of the palm trees and then work our way to the leaves. Palm trees are super easy. You can just like draw a bunch of lines when we get to the leaf part. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so we're gonna kind of make it curving in. So we're just gonna do one line in and then a line following it. You guys see how I kind of made it curvy? Palm trees kind of sway in. And then I'm just gonna connect the bottom All right. Also, do you see how there's like a line in the middle of my palm tree now? If you guys have an eraser, you can always erase it, or we can color it over later. So don't worry about it, or you can erase it now. So we are gonna go to the other side of our paper and we're gonna draw the same thing. It doesn't have to look exactly the same. No palm trees are the same. Okay, so the way that I like to draw my palm trees is I kind of make almost like a star. So I start in the middle and I just start drawing lines like this. And then I go up, but I'm always curving down because the palm trees kind of droop over. Okay, so now we focus on the leaves of them. And they kind of look like teeth, in my opinion. So I kind of just, I hope you guys can see my screen well. Can you guys see my screen okay? Perfect. Okay. I go like that. You know what I mean? That they kind of look like teeth. So you can draw ones throughout the palm tree, and you can draw them small, skinny, pointy, round, whatever you want. So for now, we're just gonna focus on the bottom line, so you guys don't need to focus on the top part. So we're just gonna keep drawing our teeth. Okay, so on this top one up here, I'm going to now point my teeth toward the middle of the palm tree. So I'm gonna go like to the side. Kind of let that one have a little more depth. I'm also gonna do the same to my palm tree, to my leaves over here, and I'm gonna point them facing out. It's just subtle little teeth that are now going on the other side of the line. And I think I'm gonna leave the other ones. I like the way the other ones look. If you guys wanna add more, you can add more. So now we're gonna do this again on the other side. So like I said, I start off with like a little dot, and then from that dot, I just draw my curved lines. And now I'm gonna do my teeth. The longer you make your teeth, the more shade there is. I can't wait to see your guys' palm trees when we're done. so now I'm gonna go back over some of my lines, and just like we did on the other side, I'm going to add some teeth to other parts. So I'm gonna add teeth to this one, going down. And I'm gonna add some to this guy. And if you don't like how one of your palms look, just start over or erase it or just go over it. Art is not perfect, and that's why I love it. Oh, Lauren, are you doing watercolor? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Oh, down. Okay, I'll ask you in a second. Okay, so if you want to, we can add coconuts and palm trees. I know I've seen George Riffle do that a couple times. I just like to just do circles. Doesn't have to look perfect. Mine are subtle. You can't really see it. Kind of blends in. All right, and now to finish our palm trees, we're going to do, you can do big lines. I'm going to do tiny lines, and I'm just going to go down the palm tree. And then the palm trees are sitting in like sand, right? And some rocks. So down here at the bottom, we're just gonna do like, kind of like rigidy lines, just like that. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can bring it all the way to the other side. Kind of like we did our horizon line earlier. If I stop sharing my screen, would you guys be ready to show your palm trees so I can see them? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second. Okay, show me your palm trees. Wait, let me pause my music. Caitlin, I love it. Yes, and you can use color like right away. I love it, Caitlin. George, beautiful. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, can I show my paint?
Heck yeah.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Wait, go up a little more. Oh, you're making your paint right now. You're not drawing. You're not doing the drawing class.
No,
Got it.
I forgot it was drawing class, so I figured I'd do something a little different.
It's cool. I'm glad you're here, just hanging with us.
Yeah, you like it?
I love it. It's a nice color.
You think it's a good consistency or little?
Yeah,
thick?
I noticed that if it was too thick, I couldn't really paint with it.
So a little thinner?
No, I think your consistency looks good.
Good.
Just bring some water outside with you, and then you could, lessen it.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back to my shared screen, to all my drawers. All right. Gonna share my music. Okay. So next you're like, the water's super empty, right? So we now have to draw a line that separates the water from the sand. So that could be really close to the palm trees. It doesn't have to be far. So we can do it toward the bottom of the palm tree, but not too much in the middle. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm just gonna draw a line. And then in that line, I'm just going to roughly, it's gonna kind of look like, I picture like a cloud. It's gonna kind of be like when a wave crashes. Wait, I'm gonna, hold on. All right, like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of, I guess you could call it scribbling. I'm gonna scribble. And I'm gonna make it look a little bit like the waves are crashing. And I'm gonna scribble up here on the line we made. I'm gonna draw another line underneath it. Just like that. And then I'm gonna draw lines right here to kind of look like the waves coming in. And so there's waves at the front crashing in, but there's also little tiny waves in the ocean always. So I'm just gonna draw like little lines. I'm not gonna make them perfect. I'm gonna just space them out. You can also make some of the lines have the scribble, so it kind of looks like they're crashing a little bit. All right, when you're done with the waves, I think our scene is missing maybe like a little sailboat. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw a simple sailboat. It's basically a curved triangle. So we're going to use our horizon line as the bottom of the sail. So, and I'm gonna use the end of this palm tree right here. So I'm just gonna draw one line down, and I'm gonna draw a round line here. George, I saw that your palm trees were a little bigger, so you could just draw your sailboat underneath your palm trees, right? Yeah, cool. I'm gonna draw two lines. And then the bottom of my sailboat is just like, kind of like a rounded rectangle. I'm gonna scribble mine in. Cool, I love it. So some people like to add birds. If you guys want to add birds, you can. I know if you go to AOTL, Steven hates birds and paintings, but that's his opinion. You guys could draw a sun if you wanted to, but I think I'm gonna leave mine just like this. And then the next step would be if you didn't color it in already, you could just pick any colors you wanted and start coloring. So it's like you made your own coloring page. I'm not going to color mine in completely, but remember what we learned in the last drawing class and the others before that is palm trees and water and things like that. They're not all one color. So remember to blend your colors to make darker hues and lighter hues. Don't just use one blue to cover the ocean. Make sure you use multiple ones, things like that. So I'll give you an example with the palm trees. So I picked a lighter green. I always start with my lighter colors in the bottom. And then I add my dark colors on top. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my color palette and I'm gonna pick a darker green. And now I'm just gonna go over it a little bit and blend my colors. So I'm not gonna go over it completely so I don't see the light green. It just helps make it a little more depth, have more depth. And then for the water, I'm gonna pick like this almost navy blue. And once I get kind of close to the front line, I'm gonna use a lighter blue actually, because sometimes the ocean tends to lighten up when you're closer to it. And I learned that's because when you look out far into the ocean, the water's really dark because it goes like super, super deep, like really scary deep, but it's lighter up front because it's not so deep. And then I'm gonna add my dark blue on top of the crashing waves. I'm gonna maybe even add a little white. All right, now I'm adding a different color blue on top of the dark blue. Awesome. Like I said, I'm not gonna color the whole thing in because that would take forever. But is anyone ready to share with me their piece? I'll stop sharing my screen. Oh, Caitlin! All right, talk about it.
I'll talk about it later. Hold on. My friend, is this a palm tree?
Oh, your friend's talking to you? You can keep talking to your friend.
No, I'm putting clouds on it.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea to put clouds. You can put clouds.
Yeah, this is
You can
the
put a
water.
sun.
And this is watercolor sketching book.
Oh, wait, are those watercolor pencils?
Yes.
Interesting. Hey, is my speaker working? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Watercolor pencils. Cause I get this at $5 below.
So are you going to paint it over with a water brush? Got it. Cool. That's so cool. I love those. Very cool. All right, we'll come back to you if you finish. Or you can show it next week.
Okay.
All right. George, I want to see yours. Whoa.
Yeah, the rest of that stuff would take me forever because I'm a resident teaching artist.
I know. Well, that's why I want to teach you guys these techniques, and then you can color them in later and have something to do
Yeah, for show and tell.
for show and tell, right? Wait, George, I'm going to come right back to you because I just saw Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker!
There you go.
Hi, Ryan. What's up, dude? You guys balcony chilling? Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. What are you guys
So
doing
how you
today?
doing, Bianca?
What'd you say?
How you doing, Bianca?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, that's good.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yep.
That's so cool.
We're being lazy.
You're being lazy? Hey, that's, you
No,
know,
no, we're asking everyone.
oh, you guys are funny. All right.
Oh yeah, we are.
I'll come back to you guys later, okay?
All right.
All right. Okay, Gila, have you drawn anything? No? Show me your drawing. Bring it closer to the camera. Oh, sweet. Love it. Abstract. Kristen, are you drawing with us?
No, I'm just learning because I don't know how to do landscaping yet.
Cool. All right. Well, then we'll hit the next subject and then it'll almost be time to go. So this is great. So the next one is called a vanishing point. So like I said, if you're not finished with your other one, I encourage you to go back to it later, and then I want to see it next week because I really love your guys' artwork. Hey, Mark. I haven't seen you in forever. Let's unmute you really quick.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, a vanishing point. It refers to two parallel lines that converge together and then they aren't seen anymore. So when you are looking at a road or when you're looking at a river or anything like that, obviously it ends, right? Yeah, exactly, Kristen. It just goes into 2 points. So that's called a vanishing point in the art world. So when I thought of vanishing points, I think of, have you guys ever drove through the mountains and then you just see the road kind of like merge into the mountains? Yeah, so that's what we're going to draw today. So get a fresh sheet of paper out and put your beach scene to the side. And then, like I said, it's like your own coloring book. So you can now color a beach scene. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again and I'm actually gonna save my drawing because I'm gonna color it later too. Maybe I'll show you guys next week. Palm trees. Okay. All right, so we have a fresh sketch page out and I'm gonna turn on some tunes because I love making art to music. Okay. Can everyone still hear me? Perfect. All right, I gotta change my brush and my brush color really quick. Okay. So this one's a little trickier because we are going to have a horizon line and a vanishing point. So the first line you draw is the horizon line. So just like we did in the last one, you're gonna pick 3/4 of your page and you're just gonna draw a line. This one can be a little straighter than your ocean line. And if you ever have a ruler around you or a straight edge of any sort, like a planner or something, you can use that. I kind of just went for it. So next, we are going to draw the road. That's a vanishing point. So I'm going to start from the bottom of my page, and I'm going to, roads aren't like a straight line always, but you could, like say you were drawing railroad tracks, it would be a straighter line. But since this road is on a mountainous hill, we're gonna just we don't have to be so perfect at it. So I'm just gonna start and then come all the way in. And then I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom. So I'm gonna start down here, and then I'm gonna come all the way in until it vanishes. So the horizon line helps us vanish the lines completely. And the vanishing point helps it make it look like the road is really super long. Okay, so now you can draw a line in the road. So you can draw one big line, or I like to draw like these little rectangles. So what's cool when you draw this though, you start off big and then you go smaller and smaller. That one was bad. Until you can't see them. Sorry, it's really hard to draw on this iPad sometimes. Okay, so now that we have our road line, we are going to draw our mountains. So when you're passing through the mountains, obviously we're going to split our mountains. So we're gonna kind of have one set of mountains and another set. And I know there are a lot of ways to draw mountains, but the simplest way is honestly just like rigidy triangles. So we're gonna just make and then we'll make it look prettier when we color it in. But actually, I'm gonna take my eraser and I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna erase. I'm gonna erase these lines like this that are in the middle of some of the mountains. Just like that. And then if you end up erasing a line, just go over it. No big deal. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, when you're done erasing, I'm kind of just gonna take my pencil and kind of make like little ridges because mountains aren't perfect. And you can make little snow caps on your mountains if you're in the snowy mountains. Okay, so we're just gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. So you're going to draw your triangles, and they can be small, they can be big, whatever you want them to be. And then I'm going to take my eraser again because I hate all these lines. And if you don't have an eraser, you can color, you're just gonna be able to color it out. So when you color in your mountains, you won't be able to see all these lines. I'm telling you, art is the best because you can just fix it and there's no mistakes because it's all art. Okay, and then like I said, mountains are not perfect, so I'm gonna go in and do some of my scribbles, like I like to call them. I'm in the snowy mountains, so I'm gonna do some snow. Okay, so this is a good example too, that your horizon line isn't necessarily always a line that you can see perfectly. You can tell that the horizon line is near the mountains and right when the vanishing point ends because that's where your eyes first go. So like I said, it's also the name for eye level. Okay, so once we have that, I'm going to draw some clouds up in the sky. So mine are going to go behind the mountains and in front. So the mountains that are in front, you can either color them in or paint them in white or blue or pink. You can have pink clouds, but I'm going to erase the lines that are inside my clouds. Cool. Okay, and the last thing that I picture when I'm driving through the mountains is there's trees around, obviously. So you can draw any kind of tree you want. I'm picturing like those pine trees that kind of have like really pointy, like Christmas tree looking vibe. So whenever you draw something in the foreground, remember with the palm trees, we make it big, we make it bigger, and then it goes smaller. So the trees that are first seen, you're going to make them big. I'm just going to do, mine's going to be like a scribble Christmas tree. And then the next one is slightly smaller. So the way I make the trees is I just go down and make like these triangle things, like arrows basically. Super easy. All right, and then I'm gonna make the next one even smaller. And then I'm gonna make the last one even smaller. And you can even put some over here that's the same size as the second one. You can put another big one down here. Okay, and then we just do the same thing on the other side. So take your time and draw your trees. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna color these trees in to make them look a little bit more like trees while you guys draw the other trees. And then we can show each other our drawings. So I'm just gonna take a bigger brush and I'm gonna color in my trees. And that'll help make them look more like trees. Because obviously they just look like black scribbles. Okay, trees are an excellent example of trees are not just green, you guys. They are dark green, light green, browns, yellows, everything in between. Do new layers that go on top. Oh, that looks bad. Okay, just erase that. I'm making my next tree a little lighter. And I'm gonna put some green in it as well. I'm gonna put some other dark greens in it. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And I'll stop sharing my music. Okay, I'm gonna say some things that people said really quick. Hold on, Caitlin. You downloaded Procreate in your iPad, Lauren. That's awesome. Great app. I saw mountains from the west. Kristen, yes. Mountains in the west are so cool. We don't have that many mountains over here, but you know, Pennsylvania and stuff are pretty cool. Okay, Lauren, show us your, Caitlin, show us your stuff.
This is mountains, and it's, you can go this way to see the mountains, or you can go this way to see the mountains. Any way you want.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it's snowing, and then big sky.
So you see how your lines don't vanish?
Yeah.
That would be called an aerial view. So an aerial view is like, have you guys ever been in an airplane or something where you can see down below you?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it kind of look like that, where you could see all the roads?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you did an aerial view.
And then make a pink sky.
Oh, I love it. Nice. All right, who else wants to show theirs? Mark, did you draw anything? Are you just listening? It's all
I
good.
can't connect my phone at 8% and I'm not going to charge it. I'm actually in my head.
Got it. No problem, Mark. Okay. George, you want to show us yours?
Here I made this wonderful version of mountains, and there's even a sign that says, watch for rolling rocks, but it doesn't.
Awesome. I love it. That's so accurate too, because every time you go through the mountains, there's always that sign.
True.
True. Okay, are you guys gonna color these in and show them next week?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, you guys, man, the time is up. That went by so fast. I can't wait till we're back, all making art together. But for now, this is great. Can't wait to see your guys' finished stuff. AJ, I will definitely give you some more time to speak. Here you go, buddy.
Okay. So say goodbye to Ryan.
Oh, bye, Ryan. Bye.
Yep. So it's nice out because it's supposed to storm tonight.
Oh, it's supposed to storm tonight?
Yeah, I gotta show you this. Hold on.
Okay.
Very great skies. Very nice sunny skies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
All right, bye, Ryan. Bye, AJ.
And bye.
All right. Thank you, Bianca, for channeling your inner Bob Ross.
Hey, Aaron.
Well done. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Always love our segments down at AOTL with Bianca. So thank you so much. Come
Thanks,
back.
guys.
Here's Ryan.
Last one of the day with Chef Phil live from his kitchen. Dub, you got to come back for that one.
Aaron. Here's
Hey,
Ryan.
I see you. Hi, Ryan. Oh, you do a good job closing us out, Alex. All right. Thank you, Bianca. Well done.
Have a great day, guys.
Come back to us in 15 minutes. See you soon.